Cyclists generally have pretty sculpted calves, right? Well, there's a reason for that. They're really important. But how do you train them? This week, we're going to take a little look at the anatomy of the calf muscles, the relative roles of the two different major muscle groups that are in there, how you can test out the current function of your calf muscles, and then which exercises you could pick out to improve the function of your calves and reduce your chance of developing problems like calf cramping, Achilles tendon problems, and pain down into your feet and toe clawing. So stay tuned this week and we'll have some more videos to give you some information. So let's take a look at the anatomy of the calf muscles. We're going to focus on the two major muscles, that is the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscle. First up, the gastrocnemius. This is the outside calf muscle, the one that we can all see. It starts off actually above the knee joint, runs down the back of the calf, where it then blends into the Achilles tendon and inserts into the heel. This muscle is largely composed of fast twitch muscle fibers, which means it's geared towards providing powerful, strong contractions. The second muscle is the soleus muscle. This muscle lies deep to the gastrocnemius and it is largely composed of slow twitch muscle fibers. It also doesn't cross the knee, but does blend into the Achilles tendon. Its composition gears it towards endurance function and stability within the calf and the Achilles and down into the foot. So it's vital that we make sure that we're considering both muscles when we're training our calf. There are perhaps two key tests that you might want to look at if you've got calf, Achilles, and cramping type problems in the lower leg. The flexibility of the ankle joint, so that's the forward bend of the ankle joint, and the other is strength. Now we're going to focus on the strength today because in my clinical experience, it's less commonly the cause of flexibility with cramping and pain in the calf. So our strength test, what we're going to do is a single leg calf raise in a standing position. This engages both the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscles that we talked about yesterday. We're going to try and absolutely max out for repetitions until we lose range of motion, lose quality, or simply cannot do any more. So swipe over to the next video. You're going to see me doing my attempt at single leg calf raise on each leg, and then we'll review it afterwards. Okay, so that's me done. I managed 30 reps on the right leg, reasonably high effort, but managed to get there. The left side, I got 26 reps with maximum effort, and you can see in the video I start to lean to the left and I'm rolling onto the outside of my foot. So definitely some work to do there for my left hand side, and that may well be linked to an old knee injury that I sustained and an old ankle injury from playing football. So there may well be lots of reasons why we've got a strength imbalance, previous injuries, current injuries that are niggling, or injuries that you weren't aware of, or a leg dominance. Either way, considering that when we're on the bike we want to operate as symmetrically as possible, it's really important to try and see if we can match these out. So I've got some work to do, and in the next video I'm going to show you which exercises you might want to use to target increasing that strength and endurance. So exercise 1 is the weighted single leg calf raise. The main focus here is on the gastrocnemius muscle. We're going to put some support on the opposite side, and we're going to put some weight on the working side, and we want a straight leg. We're going to squeeze up to the top position, keeping the weight on the ball of the foot and slowly back down. You can make this exercise harder by increasing the reps, increasing the weight, or doing it off the edge of a step. What we want to aim for here is about 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. So exercise 2 is the split lunge calf raise. So I've got my rear leg on top of a step and I'm down to the lunge position. So that's going to put the focus on the soleus muscle. We want a slow and controlled squeeze up to the top position and smooth on the way down, also keeping the knee bent the whole time. We can add some weight into the working side to make it more difficult, but aim for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps with high effort. The foam roller is a pretty good tool to be able to apply some self-massage to the calves, which can often get pretty knotted up and uncomfortable. So we're just going to roll back and forth up the length of the calves, going a little bit inwards and outwards to get the inner and outer calf muscles. You can then also try and cross your legs over to apply a little bit more pressure and work the muscles a little bit more deeply. Spend about a minute or two on each leg, and it can be useful to do this once or twice each week. This is a great little mobility drill for the calves. It works on the muscles, but also a little bit of neural flexibility. So you want to get yourself into downward dog position, or kind of an inverted triangle, keeping your hips as high as possible and alternating between dropping each heel down and switching to the other side. Go for about a minute and repeat for 2 sets.